If you were alive back in 2022, then you may remember the internet's Jellybean arc. And I call it an arc because over the course of a few months, Jellybean became the most hated creator on the internet for no reason, like none at all. And recently, that hate has somehow come back, but not in the form you may think. Instead of people clowning on her for being cringe and annoying, they are now gooning to her. And yes, I wish I was joking. But before we continue, imagine being able to make money just by playing a game. Well, luckily with the sponsor of today's video, you actually can. Solitaire Smash is a free mobile game where you compete in real-time solitaire matches against real people. And yes, you can win actual cash. You go up against real players in real time, and it actually keeps things balanced by matching you with people at your skill level. It's all based on skill, no luck, no annoying ads, and definitely no pay-to-win nonsense. Tournaments are also running non-stop, so there's always a game ready whenever you feel like playing. I've personally been playing for a bit, and it's honestly way more fun than I expected. I usually hop on during breaks or when I'm bored scrolling, and it's a good way to make some extra money. The app's highly rated, with tons of solid reviews in the App Store, so it's not just some random sketchy game. And when it comes to payouts, it's smooth and simple. PayPal, Apple Pay, whatever works best for you. Some matches pay a couple bucks, but if you win a big tournament, you can walk away with $100 or more. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description to download Solitaire Smash and start winning some real cash. Now let's get back into the video. As I was saying before, Jellybean somehow became the most hated creator on the internet for basically no reason at all. But for those who don't remember that time or know who Jellybean is at all, she's a Minecraft PNG YouTuber who makes YouTube shorts reacting to comments and other things she sees on the internet.
I'm about to make a horrible mistake because I don't know what I want to be for Halloween. I know you're thinking, why should I care? Because the top comment of this video will choose my Halloween costume this year. You could tell me to buy a Skibbity toilet costume, a Bluey costume, or even the new Pomni costume. Do you know how embarrassing it will be for me to walk to a Spirit Halloween to buy that? But because I might die from cringe, I will only do this if this video hits 80,000 likes. But I'm not that worried because I highly doubt you guys can do that.
And as you can probably tell from that clip, she's also pretty loud in her videos, which is one of the many reasons people found her annoying. And on top of people finding her annoying, there were also other reasons she got so much hate. For some, it was the catchphrase spam in the comment sections, which we'll come back to a little bit later. And for others, it was the constant claims that she was cringe or just trying way too hard.
Let's make a deal. If you guys don't know, I have a new and improved PNG tuber. I have so many plans and ideas for this PNG tuber in the future. But I've decided that if this video gets 100,000 likes, I will let the most liked comment on this video pick a new emote or costume for my PNG tuber. I can only see this going two ways. You guys pick something cute, like my PNG tuber wearing pajamas or making a cute face. Or the second option is you guys make my PNG tuber wear like a maid dress and have a handsome Squidward face.
And in my personal opinion, you can never really try too much on content because I mean, you want to put in a lot of effort, but that clip that I just showed basically sums up the main reasons of why people couldn't stand her. However, and I'm going to add this in there, if we're gonna be honest, she wasn't really doing much different than the other PNG YouTubers that were also doing the same thing.
Ranking my top 5 Hazbin Hotel characters, but it's purely based on looks.
Like she wasn't really some special snowflake with her content, the only difference was how fast she blew up. Like over the course of 6 months, she went from getting a few thousand views to hundreds of millions in a single month. Like it was insane. And because of the fact she blew up so much and people were hating on her, it got to a point where hating on Jellybean was just a popular trend. Tons of people started making videos on it, and you would see channels with low sub counts pulling over 1 million views just by making a why I hate Jellybean type of video. And once that format started doing numbers, everyone just jumped on it and started piling on Jellybean. And look, even though most of the criticism thrown toward her was stupid and repetitive, there were still a few valid points. One of them being the catchphrase spam that her audience started typing everywhere. For some reason, on a random day, Jellybean decided she wanted to break the world record for the most comments on a YouTube short. And she wanted to do so using the phrase, "It's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece."
I think we can set a world record. Now hear me out. So recently, I've kind of gotten a little army of myself. If you look in my comments right now, you probably see a lot of people with the Jellybean profile picture saying it's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece. Now this got me thinking, what if we hit a world record for the most comments on a YouTube short? I know it sounds crazy, but I think it's possible. If everybody watching this video typed "it's not a mistake, it's a masterpiece" 10 times, I think we can hit that record.
So yeah, essentially, Jellybean just wanted her audience to spam that phrase in her comment section so she could beat the world record. However, we all know they didn't stop there. Even though Jellybean specifically told her audience not to comment that phrase anywhere outside of her community, that didn't happen. Instead, her community did the complete opposite and proceeded to comment that phrase any and everywhere on the internet. It was on other creators' videos, live streams, community posts, basically everywhere. Like, if you were online during that time, you probably saw it. And of course, when something like that starts to annoy people, they're going to blame the person whose community it came from, which was Jellybean. And from there, as well as all the other stuff, the hate for Jellybean just kept snowballing. It got so bad that at the time, if you searched her name on anything, nothing even remotely positive ever came up. Just endless hate videos, memes, and people clowning on her for the same few things over and over again. So yeah, the hate was brutal, but luckily for her, all of this stuff happened years ago, and since then, it seemed like the internet had finally moved on. And well, that was before 2025, because as I stated earlier, somehow Jellybean has been brought back into the spotlight for the purpose of people gooning to her. Like, I genuinely don't even know how that happens. But let me play you a clip just to see what I'm talking about. And of course, I can't play the full audio unless it'll be copyright, but I want you guys to read this devious caption. How Jellybean got me acting. Yes, we all cracking her on everybody's soul. What is happening right now? Who comes up with this kind of stuff? And look, it'd be different if this was just somebody's one random weird post, but this has turned into a trend on TikTok. Like, look at this caption. How it feels being an OG Jellybean gooner trying to fit in with everyone else since she privated her Twitter. An OG Jellybean gooner? What does that even mean, bro? You're telling me since 2021 to 2022, there were people rubbing one out to Jellybean? There's just no way. That's a sickness. And what's even worse is that they made her private her Twitter account. Like, if they're typing these captions on TikTok, I can only imagine the stuff they were sending to her DMs on Twitter, a platform with no censor. There's also another side of this Jellybean trend where like people are reacting to her old videos, but like stitching demons or something like that.
You will not believe me when I say I made a horrible mistake.
Once again, I'm just at a loss for words. Like, I don't even know how to respond to a demon being stitched to a Jellybean video. Like, I just don't understand it. And while the videos themselves are already bad enough, the comments on these videos are even worse. Like, here's a random video from this trend, and then I'm gonna show you the comment section.
If so, who's your favorite character? No, I do not watch Bluey.
Yeah, I'm sorry for it being super creepy. I'm not gonna lie. But look at this comment section. I need Jellybean so bad, bro. 600 likes. We all cracking Jellybean. 1,000 likes. I was gooning to that, bruh. Broken heart. 900 likes. I don't know what's wrong with society.